Hey YouTube, T2rx6 here, back for another Transformers review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Igear's PP-01u Ultra Leader, which is just the miniature masterpiece Ultra Magnus. I wasn't initially going to get this because if you've been following, you know that I had PP-01b, well, have PP-01b, which is the Nemesis version. And yeah, I didn't really see a reason to have this mold again, unless it was going to be Optimus, which I didn't like their PP-01 whatever C or whatever it was, which was the reissue of the Optimus mold but without the anime style head. So that's why I picked up PP-01b initially, and I wasn't going to get Ultra Magnus even though I like him. But I heard off the Igear site that they're actually going to be working on a trailer for him. I put this away, but you can see here PP-01b is not in his box right now, but he actually comes in robot mode. If you look carefully, you can see the plastic is still in bot mode, whereas the PP-01u comes in truck mode. Now, the PP-01b just, it's a typical box, opens at the top, where your PP-01u is a nicer box. On the back you got a little bit of art. Again, it's just the same thing as the PP-01b. But the box, what's nice is you've got on the side just a flap that opens up. And I like this style box way better, so you can see all the contents in here. Now, the stuff in the back does come in a plastic bag, but I took it out for this review. Let's just take a look at that real quick. And we'll pull this out. And let me get rid of the box here. Now inside the box you get, of course, the instruction manual. It's just black and white inside. Just shows you all the steps you need to take to transform this guy. Nothing fancy, no comic, nothing like that. So, yeah, there's that. You also get this little card, and it's not not paper. I'm pretty sure it's plastic. It feels like a credit card type plastic without the race stuff. I don't know if it's going to show up on here, but it is a shiny metallic. And then on the back you got all his stats. I don't know if that matches up with the G1 or not, to be completely honest. I didn't check. You also get one of Optimus Prime's blasters, and this is just a circle peg one, and I'm not entirely sure why they want you to use this. I think it might fit his hands a little bit better. PP-01b came with this too, but it's a perfect gun to fit into your Classics Optimus Prime toy. That peg fits. It's a little bit big, but hey, it's Optimus Prime. He can have a huge gun, right? So now we'll go into the actual contents of the box. And this also comes in a nice clamshell that's held with 3 tabs here. And inside here, you get, if I can get it out, maybe not. Okay, I can't get it out right now. Oh, and there goes Ultra Magnus, or Ultra Leader. Well, inside the box, you get, of course, the Megatron gun that the Masterpiece came with, the Energon axe, this time in blue for Ultra Magnus, and again another copy of Optimus Prime's gun with the standard handle that fits him. You also get the 2 different style heads here, and this one is because if you've been following the Igear stuff, then when they released the Faith Leader, he didn't come with the anime style Optimus Prime head. And it's really nice looking. I really like this head. But I didn't get the other one because it came with a Megatron alternate head and an Orion pack. So I'm pretty sure this is meant for the people who have collected and didn't get the original PP-01, whatever number it was, which was Optimus, and got the anime style head with it. If you picked up Ultra Magnus, you got it. And of course you have the faceplate that moves as if he was talking. So that doesn't really have too much of a purpose for me, except maybe for some kind of bash later on if I don't want to keep it together. You also get an anime style Ultra Magnus head, which I like that. I like it a lot. I like the anime style heads. Again, still the movable mouth plate by pushing the button. So let's take a look at Ultra Magnus himself. Again, he's just a redo of the miniature version of the Masterpiece Prime mold. So if you like the truck or not, it's up to you. It is a little bit funky with the windshield sticking out further than the grill, but ultimately I think the Masterpiece Prime mold has pulled off this particular type of truck the best since Generation 1. Now, the one thing about this guy is, if you look at this side, something with the white here, I don't know if their mold is getting messed up or what, but he's not really quite as nice as the PP-01B. Now, this sits flush, and this actually took me to take an X-Acto down to the corners here and shave off a little bit because it wasn't sitting straight. I left it as is on the other side. It came right in the box with this big gap, and there's nothing you can do. It doesn't plug in any way, it just pops out. Now, this is not the case with the PP-01B mold. That one sits perfect. It doesn't pop out. So I don't know if they just didn't work with the white plastic quite as nice this time around, or if it's just some kind of mold degradation issues, because they have been pumping out these a lot. Head on, you can see that, let me move the light here, you can see a little more gap on Ultra Magnus on the, I guess the driver's side there, if you're in America. The passenger side anywhere else. But you can see a little bit more gap between the headlights and the grille there. But ultimately, it's not bad, I suppose. It is going to annoy me, so I'm going to have to go back and fix this side too, just because I don't like it. But what can you do? Now, for size comparison purpose, let me take him off the box here. And here is my original Ultra Magnus from the 80s. And somehow I've managed to keep all the parts intact all these years. So there he is. You can see he's quite a bit bigger than the regular Ultra Magnus cab. It'd be nice if you could somehow make this trailer work with him just to make it look nice, but there's just nothing you really can do. But like I said, it has been announced by Igear that they are working on a trailer, a transformable trailer at that. So you'll be able to put him in his armored mode. So let's take him over to robot mode now, and we will go from there. Okay, so we're back, and I've got Ultra Magnus / the Ultra Leader in his robot mode here. And it's pretty good, but like I said, he still has some issues. You can see that, maybe you can't see, I don't know. The top of his chest doesn't quite sit down as nice as I would like it. It should be down there, and I don't know if that's something that I can address or if that's a mold issue or what, but I haven't been able to figure out a way to make that sit in. And again, just to show you that this is not a problem, you can see that the Nemesis Leader doesn't have that. But here's the two sitting next to each other, as you can tell. You retain almost all the gimmicks that you had in the actual Masterpiece Prime. You still have the wrist communicators. This time, oh, there goes Nemesis. This time you've got, if you can see, Cliff Jumper for some reason. I don't remember if Cliff Jumper survived up until when Ultra Magnus is around or not. I can't remember. And on this side, Cup. So you still have that. You still have the leg vents opening and closing as you push it. Not very well. You can see it there. It opens. Whereas the Nemesis Leader, you opened his chest and he had the like dead style matrix, which was purple with red accent for the center. Of course, Ultra Magnus still has his, and you're supposed to flip the grill part the other way around, but I think it looks way better when you have the chrome outwards. So, and of course this one opens, and you've got a nice silver and gold matrix with a green center to it. Now, of course, the matrix is removable. One of the big things, of course, is that you have the head pops off. It's on a ball joint, and you can take your replacement head, which is on a little stand with a ball joint, so you have something you can do if you want to put it somewhere and display it. But you can put on your anime style head, and the anime style head I like. It gives you a lot of character over the standard style head. It looks really good. The only problem is there's nothing you can do to make this style head fit in his transformation. The generic head is the only one that actually fits when he's in his alt mode. As I showed you on the PP-01B, he has got some really good articulation, 360. The legs are hampered by the skirt, but you can of course move that out of the way. Front and back flaps to give you, a nice full range of motion. Oh, or he can brake right on camera. That's interesting. Okay, well that was unexpected, and we're back. And while I would cut because it's kind of crappy, yeah, you guys should know. I mean, because you're the ones who could potentially be buying this. And if you pull his leg off here, because as I said, it's broken, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it very well, but you can see where the screw basically just came right out of here. It was just overly stressed, and weren't doing anything except just trying to lift his leg with very minimal force, and it just blew right through that circle joint. It looks like it's already got some stress marks around it, so I think it was an already pre-stressed piece of plastic. So that kind of goes along with the review. We'll leave it, we got a legless Ultra Leader, and we will be testing as part of this review the policies of Igear for replacing their stuff. We shall see. Perhaps a new Ultra Leader will be coming. I hope so. And I'm really afraid to try to lift this leg because I don't want that to break. So there he goes. He's gonna lean on his buddy Nemesis Leader here, who doesn't seem to have the same types of issues. But yep, the show goes on, right? So as a size comparison, I've left oh well, who cares, he's broken anyway, right? So I've left the Generation 1 Ultra Magnus on the table. And I don't understand how people always lost his fists, because I always just left him right in there. I don't know, it's just an easy place to store him, that you weren't going to lose him. And you can tell mine has been through like World War II, possibly even one. But things flop around. The chrome is almost as white as Ultra Magnus. His head just flails around. Poor guy. I should get a reissue to commemorate him, I suppose. And you can see the size comparison between the two. Obviously better detail. And for the size comparison, we've got the, now, look, if he's in the shot like that, you can't tell he even has only one leg. You've got the PP-01u, and you can see he's just above Generation 1 Ultra Magnus's chest there. Is he worth buying? Well, this makes me say no, because if that is a weak spot on all of them, I really can't recommend you spend the money it costs to get one of these, only to risk it breaking like this one did. I mean, this guy's almost 30. He's getting there. He's, what, at least he's 20, right? I think he's like 25. And he's still held up. So, this is T2rx6. This is an 80s Ultra Magnus who says, look at me, I can stay in one piece. And this is a Ultra Leader that's a week old and broke. Pretty epic. Perhaps I will show another KO that is also 20 years old and in one piece. Take care, guys. See you later.